Oi, 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 oi. Hey guys. I have not eaten. I took a shower. I got a drink. And now we're here to view new hero. Alright. Let's give people just a moment to show up. See guys, you don't understand. I put you guys ahead of me. See, before I started this stream, instead of eating, I made sure to take a shower. You never know how the future will be. One day we'll have smell vision. And in this stream could have recorded all my stank. I wouldn't want you guys to experience that one day. That's why I chose to shower instead of eating. That, and also I only had 20 minutes of sleep, so if I don't take a shower or something, I'm gonna fall asleep. Anyways, let's cover that shit. And sorry, can't use those words. Let's give people just a moment. I'm gonna do 4 battles, and then we're gonna go. So if people aren't here in time, it's not my fault. Hey Casey, buddy, how you doing, man? So, I just had one of the most unproductive first days at a job, guys. I literally did nothing. And you wanna know the worst thing? The worst thing was I was falling asleep.
This way?
Like, I was actually legitimately falling asleep at work.
What now?
So, yeah. This job, there's so many things wrong with it. Number one, I'm an accountant, right?
Yes.
I know some of you guys don't care, but like, we just give everybody a bit of time to show up. I'm an accountant, right? So obviously, as an accountant, you work with numbers, right? But you gotta work with software. The company I'm with doesn't have accounting software. So today, when we're doing a bank reconciliation, it's just like, hey, you know all these steps that you never had to do before because there's such thing called technology? Yeah, well, we don't have technology. You gotta do it by hand. I'm like, what? I'm experiencing this stuff, but putting the data together, who does that? So that's already a problem. Number two, my office, it's super cramped. It's right in the open, so it's like there's a stairs. You go up, and it's right away there. I have 0 privacy. That's bad enough, right? What else is bad? Well, because it's actually in the factory itself, it's friggin' loud. But it's even louder because I'm the closest one to the server room, and the server room has fans blowing all. So where I work is super noisy, super open, and there's no accounting software. But wait, there's more. The washroom. The washroom is so bad.
Yes.
The washroom is... I would go to a McDonald's washroom.
True.
Instead of being in this washroom. This was not a good first day. I already knew immediately as the day started I wasn't gonna like this place.
Yes, I suppose.
But it doesn't matter what I like or dislike, right? The washroom is cramped. It's not dirty because people take care of it, but like the washroom, like the lid of the toilet is cracked. Bruh. Alright, last one before we watch the trailer. Anyways, my first day of the job, I got like nothing done. I'm learning archaic stuff. I'm learning like we do everything by Excel.
Yes.
Everything.
Hooray.
Everything. Why?
True.
I was just like, well, so what accounting software do you use?
Yes.
And then he sat me down and gave me a talk. I'm like, you don't really need it. I'm like, yeah, that's true. I guess you really don't need it.
I'm this way.
You just have to do your job. That's the way it is. I know.
Now.
But I knew from the very start that I was probably not going to enjoy this job.
True.
Ah.
I must be careful.
Oh, I knew she would die. Alright, anyways, let's watch a new trailer. Whatever, it's day one. I'll give it a chance. But with that said, I signed the contract, so if I ever want to quit, I gotta give them 3 weeks notice. So if I quit... So if I go in tomorrow and say I quit, I actually have to work 3 more weeks before I can quit. So whatever. No, I'll tough it out. I'll see what's happening. But like, yeah, it's. I already had my reservations, and today was just not a good day. Oh boy, Excel. That is what I used in data entry 2 years ago, and I hated it. Exactly. Exactly. All right, here we go. Oh. Ah. Oh. This is super messy. Please excuse. I'm a professional, I swear. Just close your eyes for 10 seconds and everything will be okay. Shh, it's gonna be okay. There you go. Figure it out. Alright. Also, we gotta do this, don't we?
I am sorry, but I am bound by contract to play accounting games, so you must fight me.
What? What does that mean? Alright, anyways. I think the volume is okay at 69. I keep it at 69 because it would be the same every single time. And it's easy to remember 69. Alright. Anyways, here we go, guys. What? No.
At least you're earning way
No.
bucks now, forfeit.
The only reason why I want a job is to earn money to invest. Because right now it's a good time to invest. I say that, and then there might be like a COVID wave 2, and then it's a horrible time to invest. But I think I believe in humanity. All right. Anyways, let's start. A new mythic hero joins the battle. Oh.
Humans, you cannot help but be vulgar, can you?
It's not our fault. You're too friggin' lewd. Wait. These rain skills are just coming out way too quickly at this point.
A dream debased.
Astra. Okay. She's basically the equivalent to Peony, except for Astra seasons. I didn't read the skills yet, but this gives us a guaranteed refresher for Astra seasons. Ooh.
Rest in peace, Super Raid Kappa.
This... Well, I'll talk about that. Lilith! What the hell? What the hell? Chat. What the heck is that? This banner is straight up amazing. What the heck was that? The rest of the heroes, there were so many top 10 heroes being revealed. Okay. Listen here. Plumeria's like, "Hey, you humans have such vulgar thoughts. Whose fault is that?" I was gonna say, whose thought is that? Whose fault is that? Look at her. What the heck? This is like the thickest girl in the game. Easily the thickest girl in the game. Like, she's just bulging everywhere. Also, I never realized Plumeria was this hot. I mean, I thought she was hot anyways, but like, Jesus. Back in the 90s, Japanese RPG games had a thing for having girls wear leotards. I believe Fire Emblem had a little bit of a phase there. But yeah, it's nice to see we're going back there. People find it really attractive. And Plumeria is really attractive. Alright, just quick refresher. This is a game changer just because of this. Red Mage, Astra, Speed, Flying. She's basically going to be the equivalent of Peony, but on Astra seasons, which makes her an essential pull. I would argue you probably always want an extra dancer or refresher in Astra seasons. And for me personally, I've had so many instances where I'm like, I really wish I could put a dancer in, but I really need like my Fjorm for isolation, or I need my Halloween Hector for chip damage, but I can't fit in a dancer. Now I don't have to have that issue because I could replace one of Naga or Altena for her.
She's hot. Hot face.
She is amazingly hot. Thank you, Eva. Thank you for the $5 dono. All right, let's get this started. And oh wow, she is exactly no. Okay, no, she is exactly. She's a better Peony. Flower of Plenty. Let's bring this up so we can have a comparison as well at the same time. I'm pretty sure this is exactly the same. I think most people just remember Peony's kit because you guys use Peony so often. Which, no shame to that. She's a super good refresher. Alright, so Flower of Joy. Attack speed +3. Flower of Plenty. Attack res +3. Ah, slight difference. 2 allies within 5 rows and 3 columns. So, it's a trade-off. Instead of 3 extra speed, it's 3 extra res, but this is much, much easier to trigger. 2 allies in 5 rows and 3 columns centered on unit during combat. Essentially, that's the entire screen. If you somehow do not get this buff, I don't know what you're doing. But, that is extremely good. Sweet Dreams appears to be the same, though. It's Sweet Dreams versus General Dreams.
They'll guess I'm benching Naga and Smug.
See, here's the thing. I'm not completely a fan of benching Naga because Naga goes up against Duma every single time, and I'm someone who runs Kranya, and Kranya has a hard time killing him, but effective against Dragon helps. Dancer Rain, using Rain dancing a Rain that rallies a Rain. Somebody banned Strode. That was horrendous. Okay, but let me read this. Grants another action target ally and grants attack speed, defense res +3 to target ally for 1 turn, which is the same thing as General Dream's first part. Inflicts attack speed, defense res -4 on nearest foes within 4 spaces of target ally through foes' next actions. So instead of giving you essentially a teleportation on all units within 2 spaces, you're getting a debuff of -4 to nearest foes within 4 spaces. Ooh, so she's very similar, but she's more like a... This is interesting. This is interesting. It's a trade-off. I can't say one is better than the other because while teleportation and ability, like, that doesn't add stats, but movement can decide whether you win or lose. So I'm torn. I think both of them are great. And I just realized I forgot something. Why, hello people on YouTube. Hey, you know, sometimes things happen and we don't always catch it immediately, but we're fine. We're fine. Anyways, let's get this professional stream back on track. Now, with that said, Sweet Dreams is amazing. Flower Plenty is amazing. If you just had those 2 skills, I think you'd be happy enough. But additionally, she has attack res push 4, which is nice because I'm gonna guess she has super high res. At start of turn, if unit's HP is over 25%, grants attack res +7, but after combat, if unit attack, deals 5 damage to unit. I'm gonna double check what Plumeria's stats are. Does anyone know which chapter she shows up in that is what you think is most representative of her? She shows up a lot. I don't think the most recent chapters are representative of her. Just like how we got, who was it? That other story hero. Maribellis? No, not Maribellis. Ah, whatever. Who was the other hero that showed up? Oh, Hell! It was Hell. It was Hell. Hell's stats weren't addictive until we saw the Mirage version, which was weird. One second, let me try and bring it up. Listen to this awesome music for a bit. Listen to this awesomely sad music for a bit. Alright, seriously, I can't find Plumeria. '81. Thanks. Okay, quick refresher. This is Plumeria. As expected, she's going to have low speed, high res, low defense, and decent attack. Actually, for a refresher, that's pretty good. The actual IVs are going to be somewhere along these lines, give or take up to even 3 stat points, but realistically, it should be within 2. So I think this is pretty accurate. This is what we're going to expect for stats. Unless it showed it in the trailer, then I missed it, and we should see it. But
There really wasn't much to spoil to begin with. She comes with almost the exact same weapon and assist that she came with in the story.
you're right. Except, well, the skills obviously change because you can't really sell someone on Mirror Strike and Mystic Boost. But with that said, that is going to be pretty interesting of a hero. So now we have a guaranteed refresher for Astro Seasons. Automatically, I would have just said that's good enough. Flower Plenty is good, Sweet Dreams is good. She's absolutely worth pulling for. It's without a doubt. You need refreshers. They make a world of difference in ether rates. Unless you have a super tank, in which case then it doesn't really matter. But for most of everyone else, I think that means a lot. But the fact of the matter is her kit is really good. Attack Res Push 4 and Attack Res Rain 3, as well as Flower Plenty adding Res plus 3. She effectively has 14 extra Res, 4 extra defense, and she does additionally, what is this, 11 extra attack. She's going to hit pretty damn hard. She's going to be an interesting unit to use. Now, I'll just ask you guys real quick since we're here. Who do you prefer more? Who do you prefer more? I can't even speak anymore. Plumeria or Peony? Also keep in mind, well, number one, they can't be used together, but that's the point. You want a refresher on both seasons. And this is the reason why I saved up my orbs and didn't go for the Dancer banner, because while the Dancer banner was going to be really good, I think everybody expected Plumeria to show up. Just because she kind of might not have survived in the story, and generally speaking, Faye has this habit, well, sometimes it has this habit of killing characters off and immediately selling them. Anyways, refresher is they're both HP plus 5, speed plus 4, Peony and Plumeria, but one is for Light Season and one's for Astro Season. And effectively, they're pretty similar, except Sweet Dreams will help you break tanks a lot easier, and it doesn't provide you speed, but that's about it. While Plumeria has a decent amount of speed, she has like no attack, and her res is mediocre, while Plumeria has no speed, no defense, but really good res and really good attack. So that's her trade-off. Sabotage speed is nice to have, and attack res rain is going to make her great fodder for any flying mage. Who would like that? Oh god. Couldn't Dual Micaiah use that? That would be stupid. That would be, what the hell? Same thing with Byleth. Dual Byleth would. These rain skills are stupid. Myrrh would like that. Yes, flying dragons would like that as well. Jeez. Okay, well. Anyways, she's here. I'm not gonna pretend this is a surprise. I think everyone expected her to be here. Now this is a weird part. They actually had her dance Alphonse, even though probably it's because of Alphonse that she's dead. Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me, I was coughing.
There.
Zork.
I think this will be my last month for now cause of life reasons, but it has been a good romance. Also woo at Grain Push Fighter, perfect for my Rockerfox Halloween Nowy Kappa Ross, but seriously skip banner for Bernie merges.
What?
Good
You're
luck to you,
skipping?
Nims.
Okay, well I'm definitely pulling because I think this banner is worthwhile. But thank you for all the support, Zork. It's been fun. You always give the most interesting questions, that's for sure. But thank you so much, man. You take care, and I totally understand. Don't worry. Okay, but with that said, the rest of the banner is really, really respectable. There are a ton of good heroes here. Wow. Wow. Okay, so I was trying to mention this as well earlier, but this banner has a ton of S tier heroes. Alright, let's start with Colorless. Colorless is amazing. Legendary Leaf. Top archer, top mobility archer, scores well. You can use him in arena. He's actually absolutely absurd to deal with in arena. Extra turn from Yuren Zeal. I forgot his name, but he has close full and attack speed lull, and a decent Julian. I remember. Oh god, what the hell? Okay, I got his name wrong, and then he cursed me. Okay, Julian. Close full is really good, so he's really worthwhile as well. The only thing that's kind of questionable there is Duma, and Duma's good for some people. If you run Catapult in your defense team and you run Duma, you can probably take out like a guaranteed Bolt Tower and something, and that could save your team. So he's not bad at all. It's just it takes specific setups for you to really utilize Duma's powers. Let's keep going. Obviously, without any need to say a thing, Red is amazing. Do we really need to talk about Mythic Leaf? No, one of the best defensive heroes in the entire game. And even though he has like an interesting kind of setup, if he attacks and he survives the battle, well, I don't know if he whatever. If he attacks, the nearest ally within 3 spaces, well, you want to keep an ally within 3 spaces so he gets extra stats and extra abilities. Anyways, the entire idea is he can set up Desperation or Vantage or all these funky things just by dropping on nearby allies' HP, and he's not the easiest to kill. So, great hero. Speaking of not easy to kill, Legendary Seliph is not easy to kill as well. He reduces damage, he takes less damage, he heals per hit. Ridiculous hero. Really, really difficult to kill, and he is also getting refined. Wow. Funny how that works. So Red is also really, really top tier. Next, we got Blue. Blue, I find, might be the worst. Might be. I just don't, well, Legendary Ephraim's still good. It's just not the best hero anymore. Legendary Lucina's good, but I think nowadays you probably prefer to go for, Legendary Chrom. Lilith is probably one of the best offensive heroes in the game, period, but, incredible movement because she can teleport to a partner anywhere in the map. A lot of extra stats from being next to them. Yeah, blue's solid. And I also think green's really good because Legendary Celica is amazing. And Yoon's okay. Well, Brave Micaiah is... what does she have? She has Ground Orders, which is really, really useful, and she's effective against armor and calves. So, solid group all around. I would say red first, colorless second, then pretty close between blue and green. It's a pretty good banner. I don't think Ephraim and Lucina are bad. I just feel like they're a bit out of date now. They're still good. I definitely see that. But yeah, you just gotta recognize that. Wow, I didn't resume play. You gotta recognize that there are just better heroes nowadays. So it's harder to suggest pulling for them because they're there together. Anyways, what do you guys think of the banner? Let me know. For me, I'm pulling absolutely. I'm gonna get at least 1 Plumeria. This really would simplify things for me. I've been forced to run Dancer Berkut.
While I expected this makes Triandra less likely to be an offensive mythic, which sort to bite since her dance inflicts scarred.
Well, if you think about it, it's supposed to be Peony and Maribellis for 1 season, and then Plumeria and Tyandra.
I freaking called it. It was poor Maria. I freaking knew it. If was not fair, it was her. And I was right. Seems good.
There were only 2 possibilities, Frere or Plumeria, so I think most people was going to get one or the other. So, anyways, I absolutely suggest you guys pull for her. Even if you don't care about Ether Raids, and I know a lot of you guys don't care about Ether Raids, I understand that. That's fine. This is still one of the best dancers in the game. You know what she kind of reminds me of? She reminds me of the new dual... It's so silly. The new dual Sigurd, because the entire idea of having a high attack, low defense, high res, and being an excellent refresher. Now, it's not the same. She's a flyer, she's for Ether Raids, and he's crazy hard hitting. Anyways, it's close. But it kind of reminds me of that setup with high res, high attack. Though, of course, he's going to hit harder. Okay. Anyways, with that said, the banner comes out on the 30th. Good luck, guys. Let me know how things go when it happens. I will be summoning on it probably near the end of the banner time, but yeah, check me out when the time comes. I have like 300 orbs saved up for this. I knew if it was Plumeria, I gotta go for her. She's gonna be amazing, and she's hot. Anyways, if you enjoy, drop a like, subscribe, follow, whatever. But yeah, let's discuss this with the guys. How fast do you think Boris will be done? Didn't Boris already draw Plumeria? Sorry, I have no idea. I would never look up anything like that. We also have a poll. Alright. Well, I copy and pasted the title of the stream. Here's the poll. Let me know who you're. You know, in the mini screen, it looks like this. Who's gonna pull on this mythical? Yes, I'm pulling. 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 I thought you were trolling me. It just says yes, I'm pulling. Okay, but yeah, now it makes sense. I thought you died. Why would I be dead? He drew Plumeria and Triandra. Like, yeah. That's not a surprise. Oh, is Legion and Macrash not here today? Wow. That is rare. They're usually always here. Alright, well, if anyone wants to discuss, let me know. We're open today, I guess. Wow. Done to vote, Nims. Thank you. I'll check it out right after this.
Nah man, got a feeling Halloween this year is gonna be 3 houses, and it hate if Bernie got an alt and I had no orbs.
Do you guys believe that? Do you guys believe that? Seriously. Because we had 3 houses in summer. It might be a bit too much because granted, yeah, we had 1 special heroes banner in between. I'm not sure if it would be 3 houses Halloween. It would be hype. I would like it, but I don't know if they're gonna go for it.
Nothing to say. She is the lewd.
She is the lewd. You got that right. If you're interested in joining, just drop into one of the stream chats, and I'll drop you in a bit. Oh god, I almost spilled my drink. 3 houses back. Are you guys seriously turning on 3 houses already? It's not even been that long. Oh man, I'm so glad. Jeez, I hope I get 1 copy. I really hope it. You know, what if Plumeria's Shirina, the actual Shirina? Because wait, that's like I don't know. I expect most people have read the story. That would be like such a sick twist of fate if we kill Plumeria and she turns out to be the real Shirina. But I feel like Ice is probably gonna take the easy way out and just say, "Hey, Shirina's Shirina all along. She just got her memories jumbled up." Yeah. All right, wow, there's more people than expected. Okay, I'll just drop you guys in. All right, anyways, we got. Well, I guess you guys can. Hello, who are you people?
Hello. Hello.
Okay, your names all can't be hello. What are your names? Introduce yourselves. Come on.
My name is Jagan6969.
Okay, you're booted from this. Next.
I'm a dog.
Okay, this is going nowhere. Legion Backcrash, please save me from these people. Wow, I can't believe they're both busy today.
They're probably playing Genshin Impact.
Well, I mean, I was playing it before taking the break. All right, fine. Let's give it a try. All right, our new hero, Mythic hero. I think most people expected it, but let's just ask you guys anyways. Did you think it was gonna be Plumeria?
I'm not surprised it's familiar.
I was kind of 50-50. It's, I thought she was coming sooner or later, the next few months. But
Personally, I mean, I'm fine with her being in, but I was kind of hoping that the other one would have been here first. I was kind of wishing I was going to pull that, but this is fine too.
Triandra, right?
Triandra? Yeah.
No, not Triandra, the goat man.
Oh.
Rare.
Freyr, yeah.
I actually thought that too. Well, for me, I thought it was between Plumeria and Freyr. And Freyr made a lot of sense to me because it felt like they rushed killing him off, like on purpose. Like, because the way he dies in the story is so lame. And well, I guess
the
it's
story
such.
itself is kind of lame. So.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, you're right. But yes, I felt like they did that on purpose to throw him out there, but maybe not. Oh God, I don't know what song that is.
Well,
yep.
Since we're going to be having to wait for him in a while, he'll probably come in maybe really late, maybe start of next year, like what they did with the Surtur banner. But we'll have to wait and see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Probably the case.
Yeah. Ultimately, I hope it's not him and Freyr on the. Well, Freyr and not Freyr and. Uh-oh. I'm so tired. What's the goat lady's name again?
Freyja.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
wait, goat lady.
You know, the goat man and goat lady on the same banner kind of makes sense, but I don't know.
I hope not. Aren't they both green, or is it blue and green?
It's blue and green.
Okay, yeah, that might be a bit ridiculous because they're both really, really amazing. All right, with that said, this is our hero. So, Plumeria, quick thoughts. I think it's a great kit. I don't really think there's much to change. I think it's going to be... I think the most you would do is maybe decide whether you want Sabotage Speed or not, but with the current meta having like all these super fast heroes, Sabotage Speed could save the day. So, she might just have a perfect kit where you don't change anything.
The attack res push is pretty good on her. If you really want to capitalize on that, you might want to do Fortress defense res, but if you want to change up the kit slightly, maybe a change in B skill could work for an offensive build, but I don't see her being a one-shot type of unit.
Right.
Right, because Sabotage Speed doesn't directly benefit her because, you know, she's slow as molasses, but it'll really help out the team. So it depends on if you want to, you know, just help out a bunch of your fast units by using Sabotage Speed or their base kit, or go for something like Sabotage Res or Sabotage Attack.
Right.
Help her out a little bit more.
I think that really depends on your team, though. But yeah, with the setup here, her adding speed and with Sabotage Speed as well, and then Sweet Dreams adding speed to you as well and dropping your opponent's speed, that could be a huge swing of like, what is it, 14? Something crazy. 17? Yeah.
I mean, if you're running her and the units that are on the team benefit from that speed, she's basically acting as Milla, but for the Astra season. So I think the roles are basically the same, but it's just, I don't know. It's possible that you can run her with somebody like Bridal Fjorm in the Astra seasons, and maybe do something like that, or try to run some sort of flyer bulk to help her out getting into the fight. It's kind of interesting to see.
I actually agree with you because before I couldn't do that. Before I would run Kranya with Fjorm, Bridal Fjorm for isolation, but I would have no dancer because I'm running Altina and Naga, and then of course a bonus hero which is often not a dancer, so I wasn't able to do that. Now I can, and I think that creates a great combination. And the fact that she drops her opponent's defense as well and adds a ton of speed to Kranya or any other hero, and in the current meta, if you fight something like Larcy or Marita or whatever with a ton of speed and with Spurn or something, things get ridiculous. So that helps a lot.
Can't agree with that as well, because usually since you're going up against a lot of speed at a unit, you might want to use her against them to counter them.
Since if you do go based on the base kit, what do you think about units like Adversa with offensive assistance with Plumeria? Do you think that would be a good combo, or even a Iago on offense?
If I were keeping my base team, yeah, I think so. Like, by having a guaranteed dancer, it makes most of my teams much more effective. So if I have the debuff as well, especially if the opposing team's buffing themselves, this could just make things super easy.
This actually, I'm realizing now, if anyone uses Gangle on offense, I don't know why I'm a big fan of Gangle, but I kind of am, and I use him in offense a lot. So if I got Plumeria, this would really help out, guaranteeing debuffs on pretty much everybody.
Right.
Yeah, good point.
Although, you know, Panic Banner, if you've got it upgraded fully, it can still...
Oh, that's
pretty
true.
much
That's
everybody,
true.
but-
That you also
Yeah,
can't
but-
even dodge that.
Yeah, yeah. So it's, you know, it's just a good insurance, though. You can get everybody debuffed pretty heavily, especially if you're not using team buffs, which, you know, give or take, depending on the team, they could be running more things like joint drives instead of the traditional, you know, legendary Azur spam. So.
All right.
So
The most important question, though, is who do you remove out of your team? Because our two choices thus far have been Altina and Naga. Who do you remove for Plumeria?
Say either probably Naga, because Altina provides the anti-sweep sometimes, but even though she provides that, she does still have her con against losing against hardy bearing units, so I would agree that Naga doesn't provide as much than Altina. I would agree she might want to be removed.
For me, it's probably Naga as well, but for me, it's mostly because Altina provides attack, and I'm trying to fix Kanya's shitty attack. So yeah, that's pretty simple for me. But yeah, for other people, it's interesting. I think most people are leaning towards Naga, but I think Naga provides a lot of utility though.
I mean, it depends on really what type of team that you're running that you want the
Yeah,
stats for.
that's true.
If it's just a pick or choose between the two of them, some people are gonna say Altina because they believe that a team that can kind of stick together and group together could work better. But in other cases, Naga works a little worse because you really have to rely on what team you're facing in order to get the benefits. But it really just comes down to if your team can work with either one. But this one is much easier to put in because it's providing a lot of stats and a lot of utility, and speed has always been helpful for assisting out the team.
And Nanaha says replace Bo for 2 Plumerias. That's also an option, yeah.
Yeah.
Big cap on one.
What about 4 Plumerias on one team?
Okay,
Oh,
no,
God.
that's
There's like
way
one
overkill.
clone.
Too overkill right there.
That would provide
No.
you what?
Okay.
16 extra speed and 20 extra 16 extra speed and 20 extra HP. But that's overkill.
Here, okay, I've got the perfect team. So it's 4 Plumerias and 1 Brave Hector. Just smite them in, and you're good to go. And now you got the win.
Sounds pretty reliable, not gonna lie.
Okay.
So all you gotta do. So
All
remember,
you gotta do is
you're-
have like $500 on hand.
So, like I said, 12 extra attack, 12 extra res, and you're also getting however much speed, and then you just go in there and mow them down. Yep, seems like a pretty good build.
But I will say, everyone who has a Naga, you should still keep one of your teams of Naga involved. There have been times where I fought like plus 10 Dumas, and they ended up being impossible to kill, like
Yeah,
without Naga.
sometimes-
Yeah, Duma's kind of the mainstay dragon in higher tiers.
Right.
Okay. All right. Anyways, now with Plumeria out the way, the rest of the banner. It's actually not a bad banner. I didn't think it would be so good because I know next month's gonna have a bunch of amazing heroes. But this banner as a whole, the number one definite thing is pulling red is amazing, but colorless is also really good. Green and blues are pretty respectable, but I don't think it's like completely definite anymore. But yeah, top 3 heroes in this banner I would probably say is Plumeria, Legendary Leaf.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I mean, they're kind of 3 of them are, you know, just really powerful in their own right. So.
Right.
So far, who would you say is your bottom out of these 4 colors?
It depends. It's between Yoon and Duma
I'd
for
say
me.
blue personally, but
I say green.
I don't know.
Probably.
Or sorry, Legendary Ephraim is just he's so outdated nowadays.
Well, yeah, I even yeah. He's still interesting to use, but yeah, he's definitely outdated.
If I'm just looking for specific units just to target, I'd say blue is not too crazy, but if you're looking for colorless, I think that's mainly just either a snipe or a fodder. But red is definitely the most powerful on this one for sure.
Yeah. So if
red
you-
wins this banner.
Okay, well I was gonna say if you have to go for only one color, it's absolutely red. But yeah, if you had to pick a backup, I would probably go colorless.
Yeah, Legendary Leaf in particular is very appealing from that.
He's just on a whole nother level.
I don't have him, so I might actually want to go colorless. I could use a Duma merge to help out my defense a little.
All right, but yeah, crucial fodder really quickly is from Julian Close Foil, Mikaya's ground orders. I wouldn't say SS3, Swiss Bro 3 is crucial fodder anymore, but am I missing anything? I think that's it when it comes to crucial fodder, but everybody else is pretty respectable. Well, wait, Time's Pulse from Leaf. My bad.
Julian has low attack speed, I believe.
Yeah.
Did you mention DC from Self?
I would not pull Self to kill him for DC. That is beyond sad.
No, don't kill Sella, please.
Well, I got 3. I got really lucky when he was on the banner, so I used 1 for DC.
Okay,
If
well,
we're looking at it,
Mhm.
if we're looking at it from just general fodder for that one for it, if we're specifically targeting that, I'd say this banner is about a 6 out of 10 on units that can possibly give you good fodder. So if you're just pulling for that particular reason, red, colorless, and I mean, if you're gonna go for it, green. But otherwise, I'd basically just pick and choose a color and just dedicate it. That's what I would have wanted to go for.
For me, I would also agree red, colorless, green, and then blue. Personally, because green does provide more of the support, I guess, damage output characters. Mostly legendary Celica. She's still one of the best
yes.
green mages in the game behind Dracier.
Oh, that's interesting. Most people, I can't put one over other. There's reasons to take one over other for both, but that's
They're
close.
both
Yeah.
very offensive. But
Yeah, they're both very good.
Yeah, but they're a little different in how they operate because
Right.
Legendary Celica is kind of the whole sort of legendary alm thing with a guaranteed reduced damage, reduced res.
Yeah.
And then Dragalia has the debuff kind of.
And then auto doubles if you get the debuff on. I know it's
Right.
like potential versus ease of usage, but that's why I can't put one over other. It's kind of like Legendary Leaf versus Legendary Alm. The same idea. Anyways, so yeah, very strong picks. Okay. So, chat, let me know how many orbs you guys have saved up for this. Because in my case, I was pretty certain it was either Plumeria or Frere. I didn't pull on anything, so I'm gonna have around 300 orbs. But yeah, definitely worthwhile.
For me, I'm probably gonna dedicate maybe 80 orbs to this banner.
Just
and
80? That's like
hopefully-
one summon.
No, it's not one summon.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna snipe a couple of colorless orbs and just see what I get with red. Because I still gotta save up for the Halloween banner. That's my main goal.
Right.
Right, because there might be a dual unit on there.
There has to be a dual hero, but yeah, maybe a really good one.
I'm sure I'm going to resonate with chat when I say that I have 13 orbs right now. So
What
I don't
did you
know
even
how well
spend
I'm
your
doing.
orbs on?
I spend my orbs pretty regularly on this thing. I just go for whatever I think sounds good, and I put them, and I just build them back up again.
Well, sorry,
That's-
I'm gonna be the opposite of chat right now. So I got about 400 orbs right now. So I gotta focus on what I want to go for. I'm really trying to look for Three Houses characters.
Okay.
And not yet.
Oh, you'll get them at some point. Trust me.
It's gonna take too long. It's gonna be 2 years. The character that I want is like so low on the popularity. It's not gonna work.
Who is it?
What is it?
Like I want Ignots, but I don't think he's gonna make it in the game anytime soon.
I can see why. I like it nuts.
He's gonna take too long to come into the game. They're specifically targeting waifu bait right now. It's too long.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like they probably won't put like Raphael in the game for a while, or like Cyril.
Cyril will maybe actually. You know what? if they ever do a specific church banner, Cyril will make
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I'm sure of it.
Okay, that's great.
Make it.
But can we go over the poll that we set out first?
Yeah.
We got 90 votes. So who's gonna pull on this Mythic Loot banner? Great frenzy. Of course, the majority of you guys put 40% are in just for reds. I think most people would be really happy with any of these three. Of course, Plumeria is the biggest game changer because that will just make your life so much easier for Ether Raids purposes. If you have both Peony and Plumeria, one for both seasons, I think the amount of struggles will greatly decrease. But surprisingly, 30% of you guys are all for saving your orbs. Wow.
I think that's fairly justified. I mean,
Pretty fair.
Yeah.
I'm
Outside of a few specific options, there's not too much for anybody who's not really interested in, going for one of these certain, powerhouses that we've got on red or colorless.
Right.
So, I can understand that.
The most interesting thing is I think people are right because this is the first time ever we're gonna get a year's worth of dual hero. The first dual hero ever was Hector, Halloween Hector. It'll be interesting to see what they do to top like a year's worth of dual heroes, because that's what I kind of like. That's my expectations going to Halloween banner, that there should be some ridiculous dual hero.
Could be.
I wouldn't be surprised.
It's going to be interesting to see who their choice of dual hero this year is, but since it is Halloween themed and it's not. Wait, so the last dual hero for that one was Hector and Lelina?
Yeah.
Do you think we're going to get what's it called?
Another,
is it time for the rotation where we get the what's it called, resident hero?
Didn't we just get a resident hero, or am I confused now? No, we got a dual hero.
Wait.
Sorry, we got a dual hero.
I remember we got Summer Violet as our last dual hero.
No, but we just got dual Sigurd, so
then it should.
it's probably. Wow, it would be resplendent, wouldn't it? We'll see.
I think it's likely that we'll get a 2 series one, but it's hard to say which one it's going to be because that's a shot in the dark if they're going to do a banner like that.
All right.
Yeah, it's really hard to predict that. I mean, they could go with there are hundreds of different options. So.
Okay, well, continuing on, 6% of you guys are apparently too busy with Genshin Impact. Good for you. I've been playing a lot of it. But 5% of you guys have literally don't even know what Fae is anymore. Dang. And then small polls for greens and small polls for colors and a very small 1 vote for blues, which is to be expected.
Look, I'm part of the two votes. That's me.
I'm actually surprised colorless and green are so low on there.
Yeah, to be honest, I feel like most people would just save orbs whenever they can. I mean, at this point in the game, it feels like. By the way, the most recent banner we just got with the Path of Radiance heroes was one of the best offensive banners we've ever gotten, and yet nobody would use orbs on it.
Yeah.
I think people were pretty orb spent. If I had to say anything, Summer Banner probably sapped their orbs, and that's probably the reason.
Fair enough.
Missing my L4.
Yeah.
But yeah, very, very similar for me. Anyways, that is the poll. Good luck on the summons, guys. I will probably summon because it starts on the 30th. Wait, wow, I actually might have to summon early this time around.
Saving for R2.0 and Mythic's 3.0 no kappa.
AR 2.0. Can you guys imagine playing 2 kinds of Ether Raids a week? I would not do that. That's too much.
Ether Raids 1 and then just Ether Raids 2 for the whales. It'll be like, you have to have all +10 merged heroes to actually participate. And they have to be mythics.
I just hope that book 5, if it's gonna even happen, just hopefully does not make Ether Raids cancer as it is.
Book 5. Where are we going next? We're already in the land of dreams. This has gotten too random for me personally, but alright, cool. Where are we going next?
The living or something?
The Land of the Living. Did we start in the Land of the Living? Wasn't that book 1?
Well, it's gonna be like a life
Be right there.
adventure of discover the meaning of life.
What now?
And then people
No.
die.
What's next?
No, we're gonna go see the
Your
dwarfs
orders.
next. That's where we're going.
Oh,
We're gonna go get see those everywhere.
Lord of the Rings time. Nice.
It'd be interesting if book 5 is basically the dwarf world.
I think if we get to, I think that's where they'll lose everybody. I don't think anyone would be excited to pull for dwarves and shit.
It's
Oh
just gonna be
god, I
God's
don't
list all
want to
over.
use the free hero on
Dude.
that.
Dude, don't you know? Look, 3 females, 1 male, and they're all female dwarfs. Doesn't that sound great?
I've actually, wasn't that a big thing in Lord of the Rings? How nobody has ever seen like a female dwarf? 'Cause they just look like male dwarfs or something like that.
The female elves are the ones that they all see. I can't remember exactly. Any Lord of the Rings fanatics here?
I mean, I watched the movies enough times, but no, I didn't. Ah, he's dead. I didn't like read the books. I have 2 towers, but yeah, never finished it. Maybe we fight Thor on book 5. We need to keep that in mind.
Oh yeah, she's just been kind of hovering in the background, menacing
Thor-
in Mjolnir's strike.
But if we fight Thor now, then that means Mjolnir's strike will finally end.
Hooray! But I don't like that mode.
Yippee. I don't know, it's cool music, I guess, but then again, Nims never listens to the music. So.
Huh?
They always use like final map or whatever music for Mjolnir's strike. So yeah, like suspenseful stuff.
All right, I'm putting this up for vote, guys. Imagine book 5 was fairy tale.
Oh god.
We're already in a fairy tale.
We are in.
Hey, you know what?
Oh.
What if at the end of this book, at the end, everybody just wakes up and just like, well, I guess that just didn't happen. The whole fairy thing just passes
honestly,
over.
I'm half expecting that. I'm not gonna lie, I'm half expecting that.
I mean, we're in
It's
a
like
dream within a dream at this point, so yes.
Everything just gets retconned. Sharina loses her memory that she remembered her memories, and everything just goes back to normal. And then we finally get Gustav in book 6.
I'm frankly just happy that
yeah,
Anna
Gustav's
got
weapon
any
is
scene.
terrible.
Just wondering how book 5 is going to work, because we had book 3 for Alphonse and in book 4 for Sharina. So who's really going to be next for book 5?
Anna.
I mean, they've like intentionally forgotten about Anna, so
I know,
I want them to
that's true.
explain all the different Annas in all the different worlds.
They're never
It
gonna
would make
explain
more
that.
sense.
I mean, they could. They're like, Anna's actually not a human being.
Anna's a fairy.
Well, they can't do that because they did a Sharina.
They have to think of
No,
something
but
original.
that would be character development. Then Anna would finally be like, Anna was the fairy the whole time. She was the final boss.
The Spider-Man meme.
I can't believe it. She was trying to steal our ideas on how to make money from us, and she was gonna kill us in the end.
I wouldn't be surprised given the direction the Faye's story is going.
Pretty much, because I think they're leaning towards Anna going to be the main focus of book 5.
I thought book 3 was okay, but book 4 is kind of.
All right, favorite book. Which book was your favorite?
I say probably book 2, because Fjorm had an interesting character development throughout the chapters, and then in the end she basically just says, well, you know what, I'm gonna be stuck with this disease, but I'm gonna still fight by your side.
You know, I'm actually of the same thinking, and for me, it's because of the superior villain. Here's the thing: this game is horrendously bad at writing villains. A lot of the villains in this game don't make sense. Like, for example, Freya right now. What is this even about anymore? I don't understand. It's like, are you upset you don't have incestuous relationship with your brother or something? Like, this stuff isn't making much sense anymore.
Yeah.
Or like how Hell
is best book.
Or how Hell somehow cares about like torturing Alphonse, which is one human being, even though she's destroyed worlds and whatnot. Like, why do you even care? He's supposed to be just some random mortal. Like, that didn't make sense to me.
Bendy, yes, I would agree that Bendy actually made more sense, like, as a character. But Leaf is like, okay, like, he's very confusing most of the time. Like, okay, we get that he disappears, he's in and out of the chapter sometimes, and then we don't get to know who he really is until in the later chapters, and it's just not a big surprise for most people when they find out who he is.
I'd say that's fair, yeah.
Alright, Law Tax 1.
He's just kind of, I am Edge, and my name was Alphonse, but I will avenge my friends. And it's like,
That was a huge plot hole. Why the heck would he... I understand he's desperate, but why would he understand the person who, like, destroyed everything would give him back anything at all? Like, even if you're desperate, what you would not... I don't think you would believe that. Savage Krieger! Thank you for the raid.
For my father.
Stranger, she was like, okay guys, I made you fall into my trap, and now I'm gonna just kill myself from you guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
The idiots have fallen into my trap.
Honestly, they're so, like, Book 3 had issues. That's why I like Book 2, because Surtur was simple, and he made sense. He believed he's gonna conquer the world, and he believed he would use whatever tools was necessary to him. Like, very straightforward, but sensible. Like, there was, like, no real plot holes with the way he thinks and the way he acted. Like, that's why I preferred it. Book 1 was new, but it was super edgy. Like, why are we fighting this little girl, But, yeah, like, in all, I just preferred Book 2 as well.
Then for Xander, like, he just subtly just disappeared after Book 2.
No, Book
he
1
came
is
back.
the best. Book 1 is the best. Everybody gets to go into contract and stuff, and then we get to run around in circles wondering who we even are.
If you thought Book 1's story was bad, just look at the seasonal events. It's like, these people are like, oh, wow, I want to, celebrate with my father. Oh, Grail. Yes, my father Grail is back. Let's fight these random people. It's like...
And if you want to include the 14 bonds, then it gets really, really confusing. But at least the writing in that one made more sense, because for Shinon, it's like, okay, I don't like Ike, so I'm just going to ignore him, but everyone else I'm going to try getting along with.
Has Nim seen any of the 14 bond stuff yet?
Of course. Not all of it, because I don't have to have the time to read all of it. But
Did you finally see the one with Minerva?
No, I saw Minerva and I was just like, I want to read this from the start then.
Oh, so you do it off stream then?
Sometimes.
When I saw, like, Galtier talk to Keith Rager, I'm like, oh god, not again with the Book 3 OCs coming out of nowhere.
Oh,
I mean, we just had, like, Leaf and Dimitri talk to each other.
Oh, well, also...
I mean, it was funny, though. I mean, the Gatry hitting on Lucy was like...
That was the best love story since Twilight.
She's a Jello.
I'd say it was better than Twilight.
Okay, Game Master got it. Also, Sir was like the only person who would actively kill people, like try and kill people. For whatever reasons, there were a lot of cheap villains like that wouldn't kill people. Like Hell, for example, could have killed everybody several times over, but chose not to.
Well, I mean, Garen killed people in Fire Emblem Fates. Was he a good villain?
No, I'm in terms of heroes.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess heroes-wise, you kind of lower the standard beyond that of, a game with a story, and kind of go to a game with a horrendous story.
Because for as much talk as Veronica had about her bloodlust and whatever, she didn't really kill anybody.
I mean, yeah, that's true. Surtur at least killed her, like, legitly.
I think Book 2 had the most, like, known deaths, to be honest.
If we had to count the known ones, it was Fjorm's mother, Fjorm's sister, almost Fjorm, and then from the other side of the army, there was Helbindi, literally Lake Yarn.
Only implied.
I'm pretty sure he's dead. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if we had to go by anything, Xander literally got his arm broken off in Book 2.
Fine.
That's why I preferred him, because he was actually like acting like a villain, actually like hurting people, actually killing people.
And then we don't get to see
So
Xander again.
When do we get to see handicapped Xander?
I can just imagine the description for that. Xander, Paragon non-armed prince or something.
All right, votes up.
So,
Also, Gustav died. Yes, but that was
Gustav died.
Oh yeah.
yeah, but that didn't make sense to me. Like, how do you curse someone, and then someone else can die for you? Like, that never made sense to me.
He's actually voiced by the same guy who voiced Leaf.
Alphonse knows how to play
sword
Uno.
guy.
That's true. But as a character, he really sucks.
Alphonse as a character sucks.
In terms of the story, like, he barely just made any sense. Like, okay, we get how this is going to work, and then somehow his plan ends up backfiring.
Yeah, the story suffers from like convenient writing a bit too much, in my opinion.
Can
Well,
agree
yeah, that's
with
what
that.
happens when you don't have enough of a budget for the story.
That's why, like, the devs should, like, hire, I wouldn't say, like, better writers, but at least story writers that would actually make the story a little bit more sense if they had descriptions of, okay, what are the characters doing and why are they doing this in the first place, instead of just random, like, plot holes that doesn't make any sense.
All right, you guys
They
vote for
hired the
Times Pulse?
Revelation team.
Just so you know, if you guys are wondering why this stuff, like why a lot of things don't make sense, the director's from Fates, so there you go.
That explains everything.
I see why game is kind of a bit falling off a bit.
Who dies first?
Well, that implies that, it was similar to the beginning storylines.
Getting back to the point about Xander. So Xander, well, he can't swim, so now he can't fight.
What can Xander do anyway?
Nothing.
I'm also
He
like,
can do.
sorry, I was gonna say I'm also curious about how time works in this game.
Your orders.
You know?
I think it's like a 1 year later skip. Mostly the book takes place, like each book takes place probably every single 1 year, because usually book 1, after the last chapter ended and we move on to book 2, it takes place maybe about a month or 1 year later.
So
Because
is Serena and Alphonse supposed to be like 21 now or something?
Understood.
Because if you're gonna say about months, you realize how many crazy invasions they've had in like less than a year, like world-ending invasions.
Well, I know that for sure that book 1 and book 2 actually take place literally right after each other because of the timing and stuff.
Right,
like
right.
Because that's why, like, we got the reveal of Bruno and stuff like that, but that got literally cut off because Bruno was basically going and fighting Surtur's army, and that all happened literally at the same time. And the fight with Hell did happen some significant time after that, but that's why Gustav never gets talked about in book 4, because it wasn't at the same time. Like from 3 to 4, there was enough time that they weren't like, man, I can't believe I wasn't able to save him and all that stuff. Like, he was like completely over it by that time.
I couldn't even tell. I couldn't even tell
He's like-
if Alphonse liked his dad or anything, by the way.
He was
I
like,
really-
it's like, yeah, my dad died, but I mean, I'm pretty good now. I mean, I got him killed, but yeah, sure, I'm good.
What still confuses me is how did we manage to permanently kill Lif and Thrazir when their boss was an avatar of death who already brought them back to life in their jelly scaly forms?
That's why I
What
thought.
prevented her from resurrecting them again?
Right, that's what really annoyed me at the end of it all. Because, hold on, you're right about that, but like even after we defeated Hell, Lif and Thracier like got reincarnated or something. Like what happened?
I'm pretty
There's-
sure.
It just doesn't like. There's a lot of moments in this where it just feels like that doesn't quite make sense to me.
Yeah,
I
most
mean-
of the villains who got defeated, and then like we move on to a new book, they just suddenly just disappear, or they just appear in the Forging Bond. But what I really think the devs should try to probably fix is to have the returning villains have some significant reason of why they're brought back in the first place. Like for Surtur's case, like he was brought back by Hell, but we don't really know what
Can
happened
someone
to him
summarize
afterwards.
book 3 in a few sentences?
Wait, book 3 in a few sentences?
Legitimately,
Alphonse dead. They're dead. They become friends, and then they fight against us because they have to. And Hell wants to kill everyone.
No,
I can do
yeah,
one
pretty
better.
to summarize
one
it, it's
better.
basically Hell could kill everybody, but she chooses not to. She wants them to suffer for some reason, even though she's apparently destroyed worlds before. And then she fucks around and she eventually gets defeated. Like, what? Ugh,
yeah,
I hate
basically
that kind of
she
stuff.
just waits for Air to her adopted daughter to beat her ass.
I can do one better. Alphonse gets cursed by Flying Lady and says no you and wins.
Okay, well, sure.
Nice.
Alright, and the final skill is... based on votes... it is Merge! You guys would rather Merge. Makes sense.
I don't know. I would have taken Light Breath. Merge will add like what, 2 stats here? Maybe like speed and res.
HP and
Yeah.
res. It's fine.
HP and res.
I feel
Alright.
like the hollow form.
Hmm?
I feel like the hollow form units this time are pretty great. Great boost units providing the support and basically Chrom going in and destroying most of the green dragons is pretty good. But aside from that, Grima is kind of meh in that.
I found Walhart pretty useful actually, but I got blessed with getting attack speed solo 4 pretty early for him, so that helped.
If you were to go with different builds for the units that are in Hollow Forms, I'm pretty sure that Walhart and Chrom could work pretty good together. But, I mean, you can basically put anything on them. But if you're going to go by base builds, or at least incorporate the base builds, Grima is very much the worst unit that's on the event.
I would agree because Grima
There's
gets
no point in making
absolutely
sense of the story
destroyed
of
by
fate anymore.
flying
For God's
Hinoka.
sakes, we're talking about magical fairies and dream worlds in Fire Emblem. If you want the dream worlds, just play Kirby Return to Dreamland Kappa.
You know, Tay, that's the reason why when people say, hey, crossover is bad, I'm just like, have you been paying attention to what we've been getting? It's not very Fire Emblem anymore. Granted, there have been fairy-ish
Crossovers
things in
are-
Fire Emblem, but come on, this is very different.
Crossovers are really fine. I mean, you can incorporate any character. Personally, I mean, some people may have biases against it, but I mean, if you want a crossover, at least make it make sense.
I mean, look at Dragalia Lost. With that crossover, they made like the hero characters and including the book characters and some of the Fire Emblem characters a lot better with their dialogue and how they incorporate the characters into the story of that game and make them a lot more fleshed out compared to how they were in Heroes.
Yeah, well, I mean, but people like Marth and Chrom and those guys didn't get any development in Heroes. But are you saying that for like Veronica and what was it? Didn't Fjorm go to Dragalia too?
Yep, she did.
And then like Chrom
Yeah,
has
so-
Sorry, continue.
They had a set of number of characters that they were able to bring over to that game, and they were able to flesh them out in a way that they weren't able to bring them out in Heroes. But if they were able to return the favor and bring back that type of dialogue, or at least that kind of development in this game, like in a free mode where you can just interact with the characters, it would make the characters seem a lot more realized than they
something's
actually
wrong
are
with
in
your
the
story when
story.
your crossover
The
event
closest
is
thing to that is
better than your
Fortune
own
Ball.
Kappa.
I also like to point out is that like the characters in Heroes who were when the crossover of Dragalia Lost got done, I want them to have dialogue that talks about some of the characters in Dragalia. They don't mention that.
I'm still just
They
surprised. DL X Fire Emblem Heroes was a one-sided crossover for 2 years.
I don't know.
Why would you
I don't
do
think
that?
they wanted it, but it's a really weird decision that they decided to do that. If they wanted to bring the characters from that game over, I would have think that they would have done it at least at the start, at least with the first 1 or 2 banners worth of heroes.
That'd
But
be
I
like
don't know.
pretty hard to like to summon those heroes by that point. Well, summon those heroes then, because you literally, if you want Yujiro or you want Ellie, for example, you have to summon them before they're all gone.
Can we go back to Little Sassy Girl making contract? I'm also really confused with like Veronica's role in this story, because she's basically like helping us out a bunch of times now. But I mean, it's cool.
I think
Occasionally threatening to kill us.
Yeah, it's very
personally, the biggest plot hole in that whole argument isn't Veronica's curse supposed to be specifically mind controlling her? But I guess she just can shrug it off whenever she feels like it. I guess it's a very weak curse, or that the person that's actually interacting with her and so-called controlling her is doing a very bad job about it.
Yeah, that part is the weird part, because she's supposed to be like this isn't supposed to be her choice. That's how they justified it in the first book. But yeah, I guess it's not a big deal anymore.
Maybe the enemy. Actually, you know what would be the really... I don't know if they would be either good or bad, but what if the dragon, or quote-unquote the monster that was controlling Veronica, was behind all of the events in every single book, and they just be like, that's how it all happened.
I guess that'd be like the finale then. but
I'm kinda
I don't think they'll
surprised
do a
that none of
finale
the
thing,
special
but-
I don't
banners have
think
been a
they'll do a
crossover with
finale
any other
just yet, unless
Nintendo
the-
X,
the
even
game
if the
just
just
dies
had
in the
Halloween
universe.
units
Yeah.
dress as
We're
other
like, okay,
Nintendo
guys, sorry,
characters.
time to wrap it up.
I'm also with you on that. I'm also just surprised, like, just having some costumes or whatever is not a big deal, because it's not like it's not like the costumes we've been getting in the game right now are all, you know, fantasy-ish, you know? Some of them just look like modern day clothing and stuff. Like modern day costumes. So what's the big deal anymore?
They're like moving to a point like Fire Emblem does not go
Remember
by
when Loki
the
was
medieval
researching
like
dragons?
clothing
Whatever
anymore. Like
happened
goes
to that
from
plot line?
that point of view, modern day clothing.
But let me ask you guys this. In the past year, in terms of decline, which game do you think declined more? Fire Emblem Heroes or Dragalia Lost in terms of revenue?
I say it's hard to say which one would decline more. I think in terms of like budget reasons, I would say it would go to Heroes, because legitly when the Faith Pass was introduced, everyone got really pissed about how IS took a turn to basically forcing you to pay money in order to have special benefits, and Heroes that actually get a VHC bump.
Well, that's actually wrong, because the answer is DL. Which is crazy to me, because I see like actions that Faye has made that I disagree with. And for DL, I've seen like nothing I disagree with. Like, I feel like they've just done everything right, yet they make no money. It's not literally no money, guys, but they've been making less money.
Yeah.
So
No, that's what I was about to ask you. Was it the amount of money or the percentage?
it's percentage. It's
if it's-
percentage. It's percentage. The
'Cause-
decline in
yeah.
revenue for DL is around like 30 something to about 40%, whereas it's Faye, it's like about 20% less year over year.
Yeah, that makes sense, because Fire Emblem just has a bigger group of people that are representing the game, though the quality of the game is dependent on, you know, whether you see the stuff that they're doing is right or wrong. And DL definitely has been doing good things when it comes to the content updates and bringing new things to the game and stuff like that. But if we were to compare 5 million people to 1 million people,
Well, that's why I
drop-off is
gave it
gonna
in
appear that
percentage.
much.
That's why I was talking about
that's what I'm
percentage.
saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like a 5 million person versus a 1 million person, when it comes to the decline, it's going to be that much more significant.
I would agree with that as well, because really, just if you want to compare both of the games, it's just that the reason why they Heroes make more money compared to DL, it's just because that it has a franchise than DL. DL does not have a franchise, and the fandom is a bit smaller.
No, you can't go with that. Okay, if you're gonna go with that argument, then why isn't like Mario, all other Mario games like raking in that cash?
Personally, I don't know actually.
It's not just franchise. That's not good enough.
Oh no, yeah, definitely. Like when it comes to franchises, if we're just going by quote unquote popularity, Mario should be making 10 times the amount that Fire Emblem would, but that's not true. It's based on player interest as well as how much representation the game is getting and how much content is there. And like Mario Run was like one of the first games to like have a high point and then the quickest low point ever.
Mario just screwed up their mobile gaming so hard. I mean, you look at Mario Run, and now you look at the Mario Kart Mobile. I forgot the name of it.
That one steadily turned their player base off. The actual people that play the game at the point are the ones that really wanted to play the game, but the general audience immediately just said no, and they didn't join the thing. So their player bases were much lower at the start anyway.
Okay, but one more fun piece of trivia, guys. What is the one Nintendo mobile game that has actually earned more year over year? Basically, every game has been earning less year over year except for this one game. Which game is it?
A Nintendo mobile game. Chad is saying Animal Crossing.
Well, I'm gonna cross off a few things. It's not Faye. It's not Mario Run, and it's not Pokemon Go. So
ooh, you're betting against Pokemon. Okay.
It's not those. I know it's those two are.
It's probably also not DL as well because over the past 2 years, it hasn't been making that much money compared to Heroes. So.
No, I just told you earlier, DL was like making less money, so it's not DL.
Yeah.
My guess is going to be Dr. Mario.
I'll say Animal Crossing.
And? Pick. You're about to pick nothing at this rate.
Okay, fine. I guess Animal Crossing.
Okay. And that would be right. It's actually Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing is the only Nintendo mobile game in the past year to earn more money than prior year.
That was right.
It's just New Horizon has been insane. New Horizon has been one of the most popular games, and it bled into the mobile games, obviously.
Yeah, it's trending, and because it's trending, it's bringing in a lot of people to try out that game, in addition to trying out the other series game, and vice versa. So it's definitely bringing it in both parts.
Actually, now if you think about it, that actually does make sense because when New Horizon when it came out, it brought more of the older fans and the newer fans to that game, and it had more like interest of like, okay, we should probably play the mobile game and see how it works compared to the normal games. And then it turns out like it brought more people to that game, which is why it makes more money.
Lining up with fan interest is one of the things that they were starting to pay attention to. At first, it basically looked like Mario Run 2 in a sense, but they ended up doing two things right, which was giving people what they wanted, which was a build your own city kind of thing that they did, and then they were able to get interest into that game indirectly because of their release of the other game, which those two games, they kind of have a different setting. One is an island, one is just a general building setup, and they kind of had the same shared aesthetic to them, but they did the right things by making those two decisions really quickly.
All right. Anyways, anything else, guys? I gotta wrap up soon because I got work tomorrow and I gotta edit some things up. If you guys have anything you guys want to say, let me know.
I have something else to say, unrelated, but you guys go first.
I guess it's I guess this is the first time I have ever got to talk to you, Nim. It's been really wonderful.
Okay, no problem.
This is the second time I was there at the Among Us stream. That was my first one. So.
Yeah, I remember you.
Yeah, I got imposter like once at the beginning, and then at the end, I just never got it, and I became, Mr. Kind of Mr. Reliable.
Yeah, kind of.
Kinda, yeah, when I wasn't being sus.
Okay, if you guys are finished up, since you have been playing a lot of Genshin Impact for, how's your thoughts on it so far? I guess you've gotten about 2 hours or 3 hours in the game so far.
I think I'm closer to 6 hours, but yeah, it's honestly, it's not gonna replace any gachas because there's no auto anything in this. This is actually just straight up like, what if Breath of the Wild had some online components? It just feels like that. Even though it has like a gacha, it's a gacha at heart. It doesn't function or play like one really. It's kind of like, what if DL was like a 3D world game, right? Kind of like that.
Mm-hmm. And one of the good things, so I've actually been through the summoning and stuff like that, and actually went through that. The summoning, for the most part, is powering up whatever your base characters are. Like, you get weapons, and then you maybe summon heroes. One of the features that, when it comes to summoning multiple copies of, like, the same heroes, is you can make certain abilities that your characters can do, like 10% extra stamina regeneration, extra health, or other small niche things. But technically speaking, you can actually take whatever the base characters that you get in the game, and you could probably beat the game, actually.
Yeah, no, I definitely believe that. That's why I intend to keep playing it. It's been a lot of fun, and I feel like, because I was there when Breath of the Wild was super huge, and Breath of the Wild was huge for like a good amount of time. It was like over a year where people were still playing it, still hype about it. So I truly believe in it, just because, well, past experiences of a similar game.
Right. It's like, in terms of the graphics, Breath of the Wild and Genji basically do have like this wonderful atmosphere of like detailing, like you don't see in other like open world games where, okay, we see like burning fire, like burn leaves. Like in other games, it just suddenly disappear. You can actually see like the burn marks on there.
Yep. That's why like I have to give the game so much respect. They did so many things right. But yeah.
Their attention to detail for that stuff is really good for it. But another thing to mention, I don't know exactly when or how long it would take for the game, for the co-op elements to appear, but it seems like the levels that the characters can actually reach is actually really, really high. But I don't know how to achieve it just yet, but I know that I think level 80, I think, is the max a level character can get, but we don't know how to do that just yet. It's still too early to learn that part.
Yeah, it's still too early. It's literally, by the way, it's literally, yesterday was supposed to be literally day one, the official day one. They released it kind of early on Sunday, so it's only been one day. I'm interested in seeing whatever ideas they have for the end of it, but honestly, it's just nice to have like a story-driven game with like exploration on top of that as well. It's kind of like DL. It really does remind me of DL with like the execution right now.
The characters look really cool too. I like the designs a lot.
Right.
Yeah, the characters kind of feel like mostly anime perspective.
Yeah, but I mean, the voice acting is surprisingly pretty good, though, I'd say, so far.
Yeah, the voice actors have probably been the biggest surprise for me. They've done an excellent job.
I want to see who the English ones are. I don't think they're posted yet.
Wait, you're playing it in Japanese?
No, I'm saying, I've been listening.
What?
What?
You just cut off. You just stopped talking.
Oh, sorry. No. I want to know who the English voice actors are. I don't think there's a list of them.
Oh, okay. No, I can recognize some of the voices from actual animes. Like, they got actual good voice actors in.
I feel like I recognize a few, yeah.
The main VA for the male protagonist did play the voice actor for Koichi in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 4, if you know his voice actor.
In English or Japanese?
English. It's
really?
for Koichi Hirose. that's the voice actor that plays for that character. Now I don't know about the female one because I am playing as the male character, so I don't know how that all plays out on the other side. But
And then, like,
the other voice actors though that I can recognize, I think there was one for the narrator, but it's really hard to place them in particular. But I know that their bios on the behind the voice is getting updated slowly by that.
Okay.
And then, like,
So-
the nun, like, in the game, like, when you first head to the city, I think the nun's voice actor also voices Ingrid as well.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
thought I recognized Ingrid's voice actress, Brittany Cox.
Yeah, I can
think it is,
hear
yeah.
her voice.
Oh,
Very
by the
clearly.
way, hey Nims, there's
Mhm.
actually the when you enter the city, the funny thing is, the gatekeeper that plays the one that's in Fae has a very similar, if not it is the same person that plays the gatekeeper in
No
Dragon
way.
2.
No, I didn't hear that at all. I didn't. I wanted that to be the case, but I didn't hear that.
I don't think it was Kyle McCartney. That's the
I don't think
he's,
so.
he's a very distinctive voice.
It's the Alm's voice actor, so if you
No,
want
I know, but
specific.
it's yeah. No, I know the voice actors in Fae and in most of Fire Emblem pretty well by now, so that's why I'm trying to figure all this out.
Yeah, there is actually a couple characters that are a part of that story that do share voice actors with characters in Fire Emblem.
I
And
figured, yeah.
And they do apply to that too, so it's pretty good.
For
I
those,
like Patrick Seitz.
for whoever said they prefer Japanese voice acting, I hope you guys understand this isn't a game made in Japan. It's made in China, like it's Chinese. For some reason, Chinese games are doing that. Like they're just releasing the game in Japanese with Japanese audio instead. But like, yeah, it's a Chinese game, so. I mean, go with whichever audio you want, but don't come out with the idea that like it's the original audio or something.
And I also, like, don't like how, I would say that, like, I don't like how people just say that, oh, the Japanese voice acting is better than the English. It's just that
Yeah.
sometimes the English voice acting can actually be really good if you just give it a try. It can't just always be the Japanese voice acting.
I mean, look at Three Houses. The English voice acting in that is like absolutely like. I mean, it's the closest to like perfection that I've seen from any English voice acting direction in any any video game.
If you want a couple of examples for great voice acting in English dubbing, Three Houses is an example, Echoes is an example,
Oh,
Code
yeah.
Geass is an example, Full Metal Alchemist is an example.
No,
There's a lot of good choices.
It's most of the stigma comes from like the 90s when they didn't really care about it, in early 2000s. But like ever since 2005, the English voice acting quality has really picked up. Like it's basically industry standard. It's just it's not the original voice acting. So like a lot of people hear the original voice actors and they want someone to sound similar, but people have to understand like voice actors are still just actors. It's their interpretation of the character. So if you set your mind too much into like how like can they sound like this guy in Japanese, you're gonna miss the experience, because again, it's supposed to be their variations. They're not copycats. They're actors.
Yeah.
Exactly. If you're looking at older anime for it in particular, they did have that issue a lot. One of the breakthroughs with DBZ in particular, they were able to fix the lip flap issues where they had to match it up in particular. So that's definitely helped them out and been able to choose and pick actual voice actors that can do the part and feel the part.
Okay, but yeah, I gotta go. I gotta edit. Got work in the morning. Thank you guys for dropping by. I hope you guys had fun as well. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for hero reviews.
Okay.
No problem. Well, I got a good build for you, Nims. Don't worry, it's gonna be fantastic.
Great.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
I
I
have to
hope
send
so,
something
dude.
too. Yeah, I don't know.
All right, bye, Nims.
All right, take care,
All right,
guys.
see you guys. Good night.
Good night, chat.
All right, guys, thank you so much for dropping by. I hope you guys enjoyed. This was one of the few times we just took anyone who wanted to chat and be in here, and they were. I'm well aware some other people wanted to join, but you didn't join in time. But it's okay. In the future, we'll probably have more opportunities to just drop random people in. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that experience. Also, even though we're negative about the story and whatnot, it's not out of hate. I don't hate Fire Emblem Heroes. Like, people keep taking anything negative as in like, I hate this game. It's not true at all. I love this game. It's like a disappointing son. That's also an abusive girlfriend. And it's now not making sense. I got 20 minutes of sleep last night. I gotta edit. But yeah, good night. Stay safe. I'll see you guys tomorrow. But yeah, if you guys know what to do, want to support the stream, leave a like, subscribe, follow. You know how it goes. I forgot to do this. Yeah, I'm gonna play a lot more Genshin in the future as well. But yeah, tomorrow we'll see what we do. I'm gonna eat and edit at the same time, and I'll try to get like 5 hours sleep for tonight. Micro PP. Your PP's micro. Tomorrow we're probably gonna do some FGO too, because I gotta finish all the events on stream. Better than 20 minutes. What the hell's going on? Do you see that big monster just hit? Can't beat that tank? Alright. What the? I'm so confused with this battle. Alright, but yeah. Love you guys. Thank you so much for dropping by. Good night. Take care. I actually gotta raid somebody. God, I'm so tired. All day long I've been missing steps to everything. Yeah, the Halloween reruns on 29th. I don't like it when people I don't like it when they run like stuff side by side like that, man. Alright, who we rating? Good night, Auntie. You got login bonus out. Oh fuck! By the way, guys, I feel so bad. I had to because now I work in an office. I can't have a cute anime girl as my wallpaper on my phone, right? My boss is literally like the age of my parents. He's not going to take it well if I have a cute anime girl as my wallpaper. So this morning I was just I had to change it. No more explosion. But yeah. Anyways, we have to do like that free summon in DL, because that's one of my goals for one of the videos I want to make is 33 free summons, and see how that goes. 33 free summons, which would amount to 330 summons. Oh god damn it! Please, no lag. What the hell? I can't find Dragalia Lost. I even found FGO. Okay, this is weird. Anyways, let me free summon and we'll call a night. That's so weird. I swear I'm gonna get a headache at going to work nowadays. Just because it's so noisy. No, come on, hurry up. Alright, there you go. Chat. What? What happened? Is this for real? What the hell is this? I don't even know. Alright, something's clearly wrong, so give me a sec. I don't really want to sub it like this. Yay! Mini Hildy! New friend. Oh god, she's so stretched. I don't... There you go. By the way, I want to try Iron Saga on stream sometime, guys. There you go. That should work out now. Nims, did you hear about raid challenges? Wow, Nims, you ruined it. What? It's fine. Alright, here you go. Free summon time. What is that? Held. Oh, this is the thingy thing. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Kaka! Aw. Come on. Come on. Aw. Oh! Okay, well, yesterday we got a free SSR, so today we get nothing. Ah, literally nothing. I still really want to eat one of these dragons one day. You know, there's one thing about Dragalia Lost that it always makes me want to do. I want to learn how to do a front flip. Like, look at her. That's a friggin' bride. And she can do a front flip. Everyone should learn how to do a front flip. Anyways, we didn't get anything today, but hey, that's how it goes. Anyways, now let's raid someone. Don't you want to eat one of the dragons? Here's the thing.
Right, so Ash just...
If you eat one of the dragons... It will give you powers. Only doing Pokemon Masters whenever I feel like it, I guess. Whatever, man. Anyways, guys, take care. Love you all. What's our raid message? You're cool. If we can't think of anything, we'll just go with you're cool. Now, I know some of you guys aren't cool, but nonetheless, let's pretend. Kaka? Alright, Kaka's pretty good too, for reals. Anyways, I gotta go. Here we go. Thank you for the subscribe. If you guys really enjoy this stream, you guys can support me like that. I already appreciate you guys being here. Take care. See you guys tomorrow. Hero views. Yeah. Kaka it is then. See you guys tomorrow. Oh, wait. Why am I even Baldea showing? It won't raid immediately. Anyways, good night.